Russia just announced something that has Pentagon analysts working overtime. While America celebrates the F-47 contract, Moscow is quietly preparing their countermove. And what they're planning is not what anyone expected. By the end of this video, you'll understand why 2026 could be the most dangerous year for air power since the Cold War. But first, you need to see what's already in the sky. Welcome back to PilotScope TV. We're breaking down the top 10 fighter jets that will dominate the skies in 2026. This isn't a fantasy list. This is about what's actually operational, upgraded, and ready to fight right now. Because here's the truth. Sixth-generation jets like America's F-47 won't be flying combat missions in 2026. That's a 2030 story. So who actually owns the skies next year? And more importantly, what is Russia's terrifying response to America's next-gen dominance? Stick around, because number one might surprise you. And if you want military aviation content that cuts through the hype, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's count down. Number 10, the F-16V Block 70-72. Not sexy, not stealthy, but absolutely everywhere. The F-16V is the volume fighter that keeps nations in the game. Modern radar, upgraded avionics, and proven weapons systems at a price point allies can actually afford. Taiwan's new F-16V deliveries started test flights in December 2025, proving this 50-year-old airframe still has strategic relevance in 2025-2026. Sometimes quantity is its own quality. And in 2025, the F-16V delivers both. Number 9. Eurofighter Typhoon. This jet refuses to retire. The game changer for 2026? The UK's ECRS Mk2 radar upgrade. We're talking cutting-edge electronic attack capabilities being integrated into a proven platform. The Typhoon isn't trying to be the F-35. It's carving its own lane as a high-end air defense and electronic warfare beast. And with European nations pumping money into upgrades, the Typhoon will be very much alive in 2026. Number 8. Dassault Rafale. France's multi-role masterpiece. While everyone obsesses over stealth, the Rafale proves that 4.5-generation agility, smart weapons integration, and pilot-friendly systems still win fights. France just accelerated production orders, pushing the F-4 and F-5 upgrade paths forward. That tells you everything you need to know about confidence in this platform. In 2026, the Rafale will still be the Swiss Army knife of fighter jets. Number 7. F-15EX Eagle II. The missile truck that refuses to quit. This thing entered service in 2024 and is already proving its worth. Why? Because when you pair the F-15EX with stealth fighters and modern networks, you get a flying weapons platform that can carry more ordnance than almost anything else in the sky. It's not trying to sneak in. It's kicking down the door with overwhelming firepower. And for homeland defense, the F-15EX is an absolute monster. Number 6, KF-21 Boramae. South Korea's secret weapon. Most people don't know about this jet, but they should. The KF-21 is transitioning from prototype to production right now, with first deliveries planned for the second half of 2026. That makes it one of the only truly new fighters arriving on time. And here's why that matters. South Korea is building a 4.5-gen fighter with room to grow into 5th-gen capabilities. Modular design. Indigenous production. Regional power projection. The KF-21 is the quiet climber that could reshape the Pacific balance in 2026. Number 5. Sukhoi Su-57. Russia's 5th-generation flagship. But here's the question. How many are actually operational? Russia's defense exports have been slashed since 2022, with most production going to domestic forces. That tells us Moscow is prioritizing its own fleet over international sales. The Su-57 has the specs on paper. Stealth, super maneuverability, advanced weapons. But 2026 will reveal whether Russia can scale production and maintain operational readiness under sanctions pressure. The Su-57 is capable. The question is, how many are ready? Number 4. Shenyang J-35. China's carrier-based stealth mystery. With the Fujian aircraft carrier commissioned in late 2025, the J-35 is transitioning from rumor to reality. This is China's naval air power play, a stealth fighter designed for sea-based operations, extending Beijing's reach across the Pacific. Even limited operational use in 2025 changes the game, because now China has stealth capabilities projecting from mobile platforms. And that terrifies every navy in the region. Number 3. F-22 Raptor. The legend that refuses to fade. Yes, it's old. The F-22 entered service in 2005, but old doesn't mean obsolete. The U.S. is funding major upgrades, advanced infrared sensors, improved survivability systems, and better data links. The F-22 fleet is small. Only 186 were ever built. But in 2025, when paired with modern networks and support assets, the Raptor is still a top-tier air dominance weapon. There's a reason adversaries still plan around this jet 20 years later. Number 2. Chengdu J-20. China's stealth fleet that keeps growing. Jane's intelligence assessed roughly 195 J-20s in service by mid-2024, and production isn't slowing down. This isn't about individual capability anymore. It's about fleet scale. China is building a mature, operationally ready stealth force. And in 2025, numbers matter. The J-20 isn't just a tech demonstrator. It's becoming the backbone of China's air superiority strategy. And that should terrify anyone paying attention. Number 1. F-35 Lightning II. This wins 2025 on ecosystem power. The F-35 is the largest Western stealth program with the widest Allied footprint. Over 1,000 delivered. Flown by the US, UK, Israel, Japan, South Korea, and more. Yes, the TR-3 and Block 4 upgrades have slipped. The program is trimming scope to stabilize deliveries, with TR-3 expected to enable Block 4 capabilities beginning in 2026. But here's why the F-35 still dominates. It's not just a fighter, it's a flying sensor node. It shares data across fleets, integrates with allies, and evolves through software updates. In 2025, the F-35 isn't just ruling the skies, it's redefining what air power means. So, what is Russia's terrifying answer to America's NGAD program? Here's the truth. Russia isn't fielding a sixth-generation fighter in 2026. That's not happening. But they're pushing 3 narratives that could reshape the chessboard. First, Su-57 expansion. Russia is doubling down on its 5th-gen flagship to maintain credibility while America builds the F-47. Second, the Su-75 checkmate. Russia has repeatedly claimed a first flight around 2025 or early 2026. Analysts are skeptical given sanctions and engine supply issues. But if a credible Su-75 prototype flies in 2026, it becomes Moscow's most visible countermessage to Western dominance. Third, high-speed interceptor hype. The PAC-DP program. Mach 4 claims. Stealth wonder weapons. Treat all of that like marketing smoke until hard evidence appears. But here's what's actually terrifying. Uncertainty. Russia may not match America's timeline, but they can still reshape risk calculations with partial capability, asymmetric doctrine, and aggressive posturing. And that's the real danger in 2026. Let me bring this home. In 2026, air dominance doesn't belong to one magic jet. It belongs to networks, scale, and readiness. The U.S. leans on F-35 integration, F-22 upgrades, and F-15EX firepower. China is scaling the J-20 and deploying the J-35. Europe holds the line with Rafale and Typhoon modernization. South Korea's KF-21 could be the surprise entrant that arrives on schedule. And Russia? Their credibility rests on how convincingly they can scale the Su-57 and whether the Su-75 becomes more than a show model. 2026 isn't about sci-fi. It's about who's ready right now. So there you have it. The 10 fighter jets that will rule 2026 and the terrifying reality of Russia's response. If you want more content like this that cuts through the hype and gives you the real story, subscribe to PilotScope TV and hit that notification bell. Drop a comment. Which jet surprised you the most? And do you think Russia's Su-75 will actually fly in 2026? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.